I have a film recommendation for all my fellow snowflakes. Okay. I need you, okay, you, specifically if you are one of the, you know, oh, racism is no longer a thing. Oh, why do we need black dolls and black cartoon characters everywhere? Type of snowflake, okay? If you're one of them, I need you to take your sorry white ass to Netflix, okay, and watch Black Barbie. Now, okay? Pause Minecraft for a second, okay? Put your Call of Duty buddies on hold and do something that actually challenges that little bit of brain mass you have left. I think you should. And before you do that, I just want to give you a little rundown. My opinion, if you wish. As women, femme presenting people that are not black, we own our freedom to black women. I know. Breathtaking. How dare me? How dare me? But you know what the funny thing is? First and foremost, okay, the fact that the white Barbie is what it is, okay? It is what it is. She came out first. The fact that it took Mattel 30 whooping years after creating the first black Barbie to realize and come to the conclusion that there is actually a market for black Barbies is problematic in itself. But do you know what never ceases to flabbergast me? Is the fact that y'all think your little Melissas just need other little Melissas in their Melissa white ass rooms. And I find that kind of alarming because what are you afraid of? Why are you not giving non-white dolls to your white children to play with? Is it because you think or you know that your child needs to have representation and see possibilities in the toys they spend so much of their time with? Is it because you consciously or subconsciously know damn well about the influence of representation and you don't want your child to be influenced by diversity? You want your little children to grow up into the same racist piece of shit you are. That's why. That's why your kids' children's rooms and all the toys inside there are the same complexion like that mayo bottle you've been rotting in your fridge for the last 17 business months. That's why. And you know why I said first that we own our freedom to black women? Because if black women actually have the power to change something, they think about all of us, you know? And if you watch Black Barbie, you understand that quite well. Because not only was the Black Barbie a kickoff to also include other races into the Barbie repertoire, it was also a kickstart for more skin tones, for more hair textures that did not just involve around black people, that involved around Asian people, it involved around indigenous people, it made it possible for there to be Barbies that have handicaps, that have alopecia, that have maybe there are amputees that need a wheelchair. It kickstarted inclusivity that far more exceeded black people. And if white people have power, the room stays white. As white and unseasoned as that, like that potato salad you bring to the family barbecue, okay? That is how power in white women's hand is compared to power in black women's hands. That is why if you see diversity today in the toy industry, particularly in the Barbie industry, just know that black women did that. And when you refuse to buy black dolls for your white children because they can see themselves in that doll, you know exactly that you're part of the problem. Because if you don't want your child to play with Barbies that they cannot identify with, why should black children play with Barbies they cannot identify with? Or does your moral only work for people that look like you? I furthermore think that you exposing your children to more diversity, you're afraid it might create the same insecurities in your white child that the predominantly whiteness that black people have been surrounding with since forever and a day ago is going to install the same insecurities, the same, doubts about yourself and the way you see yourself, the way you perceive your possibilities, like it has been done to little black girls. So, which tells me that you have been aware all this while. We've been aware all this while. It took Mattel 30 fucking years. Not one, not two, not three. A multi-million-dollar company. 30 years after releasing the first Black Barbie to realize, that was in the 80s, okay? In the 80s, that there is market for Black Barbies. So when black women do things, they think about all of us. But when white women think about or do things, they don't even think outside their bloodline. They don't even think about their fucking neighbors, even if you live in the same damn house. White women and feminism or progress in the hands of white women has never taken us anywhere. Never. And Black Barbie and the history of Black Barbie is an amazing representation of the importance and the power that black women hold, and especially the unity that black women have shown each other in that industry that is so heavily whitewashed, white-owned, whitewashed, and white-presented. Still, they had each other's back. And there's this narrative that black people are not in unity, or that African Americans don't like Africans and vice versa. Y'all are lying ass bitches, and you know that. Black people have always been in unity. They have always had each other's back. Nobody supports the black man more than the black woman, and vice versa. And y'all know that. Unity among black people is the white man's greatest fear, because unity among black people means unity among Africa, and unity among Africa is the downfall of the Western world. So there you go. Now go take your ass to your living room and go and watch Black Barbie and work on that racist mindset of yours. That's why you are aging, okay? That's why you're aging like fucking milk in the sun, okay? That's why you're aging, because you're racist. Being racist is not cute. It makes you age like cucumbers in the sun, okay? Dried out, unmoisturized, and wrinkly ass bitches. Go and do something for your education, okay? If you weren't this insecure, you won't need to hate on black women. If you know that you ain't shit, or you are, if you think you are what you are, we don't need to hate. Because there's this beautiful saying that says, if you know you're great, you have no reason to hate. Do with that whatever you wish.